What about you, Aaron? You got anything? Anything you want to be motivated to do? I don't know. With what? Okay, come on up. Yeah, come on up. Round of applause, guys, when he's volunteering.
Wendy was just pushing me out of the chair.
Motivate him. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard her clearing her throat, getting ready to say something.
Volunteer. So the thing I wanted to demonstrate actually was something that I referenced earlier, which was when you get people to fill out the application and you ask them what their hobbies are, it's not just for fun. So I happen to know some of what your hobbies are, right? Tell them, what are some things that you like to do for fun? Snowboarding and
Snowboard, motorcycles, learn stuff.
yeah. You've done camping and outdoorsy stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, hiking, camping, bushcraft.
Aaron's the guy that you want to know when the zombie apocalypse happens.
Yes.
He's the guy to go to.
Shooting guns,
Canned goods, and he like almost like prepping a little bit. Aaron's the guy who'll protect the neighborhood if things go, or his own house.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
But
bugging in.
You're kind of a nice guy, though. You're kind of a nice guy, though. You probably help out.
We'll have to see. See
Okay.
how it goes.
You're at least going to help me. We've talked about that. See, I'm hypnotizing you so that when the zombies come, that you come and protect me and my family. Or you could just toss me a couple of your guns, and then I'll help out the neighborhood.
I only have one.
Okay.
And I shoot it really, really well.
You know, I had one, but I lost it in a boating accident.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. The tragic boating accident.
That's the thing that happens. So the things that are like that you do for fun are, you said snowboarding, and do you ride your motorcycle sometimes? Or
Well, I
you have
sold
one
it,
now?
but
You had one for
I do
years?
ride, yeah.
You like to go for like what, up in North Georgia and those cool roads?
Whatever.
Or wherever?
All over.
What do you like about that?
Freedom.
In what way? In what way are you free when you're on a motorcycle?
It just feels different. It's like, you're you, and you can feel the changes in temperature when you go through a wooded area or around a curve or change in elevation. And you, like, if there's something dead on the side of the road, you smell it.
Oh.
Like, you're very connected to your environment
Mhm.
and also very consciously aware that you could die at any moment. Just about.
Kind of like when skiing in black, maybe, right? Except worse.
Double blacks.
Yeah, double blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double blacks.
Yeah, so both of these things are fun because, in a sense, I say fun, but you're very much alive,
Yes.
engaged,
Exhilarating.
and you can't think about any other shit because you have to concentrate all your energy just on surviving.
That's an accurate statement.
Yeah, so those things are kind of fun, and we've jumped out of airplanes together, and
Yep.
literally.
Yep.
What other crazy stuff? You've done zip lining, right? You like those kind of things, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anything adventure.
Yeah.
If it's adrenaline, I'm down.
So I already knew some of these things, but some of these things, it's nice to hear the detail. When you talk to your clients about things they love to do, it's good to pay attention, because when you put them in trance, you can use those things to explain certain things to them more elegantly, speaking their language, so to speak. So what is it that you want to be more consistent about again?
Marketing.
Marketing. You say social media and stuff like that, right?
I mean, social media specifically, but marketing in general.
Okay. So when you think of marketing, what comes to mind?
Making connections with people, networking, creating marketing content types that I can leverage across different social media platforms.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a thing that you like that you're not doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Or thing that I like that I have not historically done as consistently as I would like to.
Historically or recently?
Historically.
Okay.
Recently, I've been taking a lot more action.
Okay. Been taking a lot more action, but not consistently?
Not consistently enough.
What would be consistently enough?
I would like to be engaged in some sort of marketing activities for a couple of hours every day at least.
A couple hours a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And that would be what? If you were to start that tomorrow, what would it be?
Content creation, connection calls.
When you say
networking.
content creation, I want to know specifically.
Specifically, creating a post that I can use on Facebook, LinkedIn, possibly Instagram, that is a magnetic message that gets high-ticket clients DMing me to work with me.
All right. That sounds very specific.
It is very specific.
And that would translate to lots more money for you, presumably, or business,
absolutely.
or okay.
Yeah.
So I can see why you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, that is
Consistently.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to consistently make more money.
That's right.
So what gets in the way? What historically has gotten in the way of you doing this thing that you can articulate very well, you know that it's going to work, and
discomfort with not knowing how to do the thing.
which part of it don't you know how to do?
Click funnels, back-end techie shit that I don't really enjoy, that I'm not that good at.
Okay.
Or not having it dialed in perfectly. I do a lot of dialing in.
Perfectly? Perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean? Like
Perfectly?
the messaging, you mean? Or
Look, I know it's not perfect and it can't be perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's 70% minimum viable product, and we'll be talking about that tomorrow. No, it's just I let myself get distracted by things because it's...
Because what? What's the consequence of you not being consistent?
The consequence?
Yeah. How bad is it? You know?
It's fucking painful.
Is it really?
It is.
Okay.
It
What's
is.
painful about it?
Because I'm acutely aware that I'm underperforming my potential, and that directly results in more people suffering because they don't know that I exist, so they can't hire me if they don't know that.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you fucking live with yourself?
It's tough, man. It's tough. There are a lot of substances involved.
We'll get into that later. I know you enough to know that you're not, doing lines of coke and heroin all day long on the weekends. So I guess when I say how do you live with yourself playfully, what I'm getting at is you must have some sort of, I don't know, do you do distractions? Do you just throw yourself into news and entertainment and video games and those kind of things?
I could play some video games. I could scroll on social media, go down some rabbit holes. I could pick up a book and learn something else. I could get into one of the digital courses I've got.
So you're always reading. He's always reading. Like every time we meet like once a month and we have dinner, and he's always got new shit that he's read. He's recommended books and articles and all this kind of stuff. He's looking at me, you motherfucker, you're going to tell that to all these people.
Yeah, why?
No,
it doesn't bother me.
No, I love you. I guess what I'm getting at is that when I was asking about what's the consequence of you not doing this, and you said it's fucking what? It's fucking terrible, or it's
I'm
painful.
Acutely aware of my underperforming my potential.
Right. But when I say what's the consequence, how shitty is your life as a result of not doing this?
It's not that shitty.
That's the point. That's the point.
I mean, I don't feel great about
this
it.
is what I mean. No. This is exactly the point. The point is that it's not shitty. Like you're not struggling to pay the bills. And there was a time when maybe you did in the past.
Yeah,
a long time ago. And then you did the blue collar job that you were like, okay, you did that for a long time.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Did roofing, right? Okay. And I remember years ago, can I tell them? We did hypnosis a few years back. I forget. It must have been 5, 6, 7 years ago. I forget what it was you were going through.
Last time was 2013 or 14.
Yeah. And I offered to train him. And I told him, I said, I think within a couple of years, you could be making 6 figures. Remember how you responded?
I was like, nah, I couldn't do
You're
that.
like, fuck you. No way. Come on. I said, I really think you could.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then he decides to study NLP and does all these things. And all of a sudden, he's charged more than I am.
That was a funny conversation.
Yeah.
He was like, you want some of my clients, my overflow that I don't want to deal with? And here's what I'm charging. And I went, I don't want to work for that. And he goes, what the fuck are you doing?
And he goes, well, I know this guy who's really good at helping you find your ideal client. I go, I want to talk to that guy. 2 days later, I'm giving this guy 25 grand. Ended up being worth it, right? So now you were very motivated to do all these NLP trainings. Shit, you didn't hesitate on that, right? You spent all the money, you went, you read the books, you did all this stuff, right? And so it's not that but I guess, how much better would your life be for you? I mean, your daily experience of life, if you were to consistently do this stuff.
Oh my God, it'd be a game changer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like where you live and quality of life and how much time you'd have, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the type of people I'd be hanging out with, the rooms that I'd be in, the money I'd make.
Eli Wild and these guys that he's starting to meet, all these really high-end guys. And he's going to tell you about some of it tomorrow, by the way. We're going to let Aaron give you guys some cool info tomorrow. So you know the people you'd be surrounded with.
Sure.
And what are the other things, the key differences that you'd be experiencing?
I could change where I live because I'm not a fan of the bat cave. There's not a whole lot of natural light. I love
what kind of home would you have?
Right off the top of my head,
Yeah.
I would probably build a container home out on some land somewhere close to a natural water source. So I could do.
I knew he was going to say out in the mountains or out in somewhere
away from everybody.
Yeah. So what, like LJ, North Georgia?
Probably even further north. Maybe like Dahlonega, maybe Jefferson.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than a tank of gas out of town.
Okay.
Because if the zombie apocalypse hits, right, that's all they're going to have.
Got enough time. You got enough time.
You got to think about these things.
They filmed that show in Atlanta, didn't they? I never watched that show.
It was down south.
Yeah, The Walking
Southwest.
Dead. Yeah. So he'd be ready for it. But so anyway, so like how beautiful it'd be outside your window, and like how close you'd be to nature, and all that kind of space you'd have. Right? That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
Now, how often do you think about that?
Just about every day, honestly.
Yeah, every day. When you think about that, you go, I'm going to go play video games.
Something like that.
See, there's got to be something between. So I guess what you mentioned before is probably the thing. There's the thing between, you go, I know what to do, and I know that it would work, and I know there's these people that I would help, and then I'd have this fucking mountain house, and life would be awesome, and I'm going to go play video games instead. See, it's the stuff in between, which is, what was he describing that's in between? We did procrastination, I think, the very first weekend. You might not have been here. I always joke that we'll get around to that later.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear
So you're procrastinating on doing this stuff because it sounds like you're thinking about the things that are complicated, confusing, difficult, that you don't fully understand, the click funnels, the messaging, getting it perfectly right, that kind of stuff.
That's what it used to be, yeah.
Yeah. But now?
I've got a lot of that stuff figured out.
Oh, you do?
And I'm moving pretty quick. So.
Oh, so then what stops you from starting to do, what would you do? Like some Facebook Lives and stuff like that? Like video, record yourself talking on video about things, or the written posts, both?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all that.
I mean, I've seen you do them before,
Mm-hmm.
maybe just not consistently. Yeah, I haven't done them consistently. Right? Part of what doesn't motivate me to do those things consistently is that I've got a really great quality of life and I'm busy as hell already. And we just bought a wonderful new home that needs a little bit of work, but Aaron saw it, filled with boxes. Yeah, it's got a few imperfections. But I guess you're just not necessarily thinking of it in the right way. That motivates
Probably.
the action, right?
Probably.
Because when you think of being in that house, out, a tank of gas away, and being in the room with guys like Eli Wild and rubbing elbows with these dudes who are doing very well, very successful, and learning all the shit that they know, and them thinking of you as being an equal and stuff like that, like that must really make you not want to do this stuff.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds so dumb when you say it.
Well, I just, I have a way of making things sound dumb, don't I, guys? So okay, so if you, what do you think would have to change in order for you to consistently do this? Because you know what to do, right? You know how to do it now. You've worked out some of the kinks. You know that perfectionism is bullshit. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, right?
Yeah.
So you know all these things,
Mm-hmm.
right? What would have to change in order for you, like this week, to actually start consistently doing this shit? You got the time, right?
It would have to become a must, a
Mhm.
non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the commitment and absolutely refuse
Mm-hmm.
to allow myself to distract myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just commit and do it.
Okay, now when you said it'd be fucking painful, it's fucking painful that you're not doing it. You were talking about the people that you could help that you're not helping.
Well, it's also the underperforming my potential piece.
And what's
right?
meaningful to you about that, underperforming your potential? Like, why is that such a bad thing for you?
I was talking to Winnie about this just yesterday. And not to sound egoistic, but
You don't have to say that, just spit it out.
I have a lot of really awesome talents and abilities that other people don't have.
Yep.
That is actually, I mean, if they had them, probably would be using them. And so
Yeah.
I feel like I'm insulting everyone who's, who doesn't have the ability to do what I do
Mm-hmm.
by not doing it. Right?
Mhm.
I have all these amazing gifts and I'm not fucking using them.
Yeah. Because what are you doing instead?
Everything else. Distracting.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hesitating.
Mm-hmm.
Procrastinating.
Mhm.
Do it
Okay.
later.
Okay. Is there anything involved that you're, aside from things that are just confusing and kind of complicated, anything that you're, worried about?
Worried about it? Used
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Okay. Like worried about that you couldn't be successful, or that.
No, I was worried about getting too big too fast and people coming out of the woodwork to try to tear it down, like, my
Yeah.
ex-wife.
Demons from the past, right?
Yeah. Skeletons in the closet.
Yeah. But not anymore.
No.
Okay. So maybe you just got into the habit. Sounds like you got into the habit of not doing this shit for reasons that are no longer relevant. And now you're just still in the habit of not doing it.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. Anything that would stop you, let's say this week, from what would be consistently for you? Like if it was a week, what would be consistent? Would it be
3 times?
3 times? Okay.
Three posts a week.
3
would
good
be-
posts a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what could stop you from doing that this week?
What could stop me?
Yeah. What could possibly stop you from doing 3 posts a week this week? And you can't say me.
Distraction?
Well,
I mean,
what is distraction?
I don't know.
That's a nominalization, by the way, guys, right?
Right. How do you do distracting?
Yeah. What do you do how do you do distracting yourself?
I've got time for that later. I'll go do this other thing over here. I'll respond to that email, or I'll clean this up, or I'll go vacuum the floor,
Mm-hmm.
or I'll go do some exercise.
Mindless tasks, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
shut my brain off, go do these other things. I got time for that later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I got time for that later.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the thing. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like too late to start doing it. And you're
Yeah,
like, "Ah, I'll do
and
it
then it's
tomorrow."
like, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it
that
later.
Happened yesterday. Literally happened yesterday. I'm like, I'll do it this afternoon, and then didn't happen this afternoon, and it was last night. And then I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
No,
It's too late to get engagement at 8 o'clock at night.
Hey, Aaron, can you think of someone that you don't trust?
Someone I don't trust?
Yeah, and don't pick the ex because that'll be too emotional. So, but someone who you don't trust.
Someone I don't trust.
He could even be the president of the United States, hypothetically.
That's that's where I went.
I know, Aaron.
I think it would be even more effective if it were Nancy Pelosi, because
ooh, that
Biden's not even there.
That voice, yeah.
Pelosi.
All right. So what I want you to hear is in Pelosi's voice telling you, just wait until you'll do it. I'll do it. You'll do it later.
Oh no!
Don't do it. Don't do it now. You'll do it later.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You got to do it honestly in your mind. I want you to see her fucking face and hear her voice telling you, don't do it now. You can do it later.
Nah, no.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And 10 times in a row. And each time she's becoming more persistent and more insistent.
Mm-mm.
And you can't get away from her. She's in your grill. She's telling you, you can do it tomorrow. Now, when you've done it like 10 or 12 times, you can come back if you want.
That little lip thing was totally unintentional. I don't know if did y'all see that?
Oh, I think the guy in the back saw that.
That was intense disgust.
Yes. That's a good response. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So now I want you to imagine that it's Monday. And it's time when you could be doing it.
She's not gonna fucking derail my mission. Fuck that shit.
Well, that's what she wants, though.
That's exactly what she wants.
She doesn't want people like you out there helping people to become independent and confident. She wants them all in the government dole.
That's right.
Right? Yeah. Hey, sorry to offend any of you Nancy Pelosi lovers in the room. I apologize. So if every time that you were to try to tell yourself, I'll do it later, or I'll do it tomorrow, you heard it in her voice and imagine her standing right in front of you and telling you just to wait until later to do it. Why don't you go use the vacuum or go play some video games or check out some Netflix or, read another fucking book about something that you can't control. What do you imagine yourself doing?
Like, no, this is what I need to do right now. Go ahead and fucking get it done, knock it out, do it messy, do it imperfect, just fucking get it out there.
I want you to see a picture of Nancy Pelosi pointing at your television, like gesturing toward it, like,
oh God,
how about this?
I want to shoot the TV.
And then I want you to imagine her with your video game. Is it Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
I want you to imagine her sitting sitting with your Xbox with the controller in her hand, telling you, "Come on, let's play together."
Man. Damn it. All right, I'm taking it back to Costco. That shit's going back.
Now I want you to imagine Nancy has got your vacuum. And she's pushing it around. She's smiling at you, going, "Hey, come on over. This is going to be so much fun. This is what you should be doing."
Oh, oh geez.
Okay. So does it feel different?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. What do you think the odds are that you're going to do this 3 times this week?
I'd say they're pretty good. I'm still not 100% yet.
I want you to hear Nancy saying, "You're still not 100% yet."
Oh, you know what? Fuck you. I can get there.
Now it's Nancy and Biden and Schumer, and they're all looking at you, and they're telling you, what would they have to tell you that would really, you really should just use the vacuum. You don't need to be changing people's lives. Go back to your bat cave and play some video games. Can you feel the disgust building?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Guys, this guy's going to be a millionaire. And when he is, he's going to come back to see me and he's going to thank me and tell me to fuck myself at the same time.
Fuck your soul.
All right, so no, that wasn't even really the thing that I wanted to bring you up here for. I wanted to give you a nice trance and then say some words to you that I think might help you based on a little bit that I know about you. You cool with that?
A little bit.
You cool with that?
Sure.
All right. Now, how quickly do you think you can go into a trance?
How quickly?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
Good. Now take all the time that you need because the part of your mind that's producing this effect right now within you is not conscious. And it doesn't need to listen to anything. See, there's a part of you that knows exactly what it is that you need to do. And it actually knows how to take you to a place to which you're most receptive to exactly the ideas, imagery, thoughts that will propel you in the direction you know you need to go. So I want you to go all the way down. As I touch your shoulder, just let it go twice as deep and then twice as deep again. And I want every fucking muscle and nerve in your body to go completely loose and limp. As I lift up your arm, just let it be like dead weight. Just let it drop right on back down. Same thing with the other one. Just let it drop dead weight. And then twice as deep again. And I want you to go all the way down here to that deep, dark, comfortable, peaceful place that only you've been to within yourself. And as you go into that place, what you're going to do is you're going to have access to all the greatest tools, resources, and abilities that you've ever tapped into in the past. And I want you to think of the times and places in your life when you've been fucking unstoppable. And I mean when you have just been so driven and so determined to learn something that there was absolutely nothing that could stop you from doing it. And I want you to really identify a moment or moments in which you felt that energy 100%, and there is zero doubt about what you are going to do. And as you tap into that energy of absolute fucking certainty, that's right. I just want you to think about this future that you've begun to describe in the brightest, most vivid detail you've ever done it before. I want you to imagine standing in that house that you're going to have way the fuck outside the city. I want you to notice the view, the trees, the mountains, the sky, from standing someplace in that home. And then I want you to be outside of it, looking at it. And just looking at this big fucking beautiful home that's yours, exactly as you like it. And I want you to imagine breathing the fresh air that you only get when you go far enough away from the city. Just like that. To where the only sounds that you hear are the sounds of the wind in the trees, the sounds of nature, birds, wildlife, and then silence. And I want you to think about you having moved to this place and accomplished this. And in your mind now, you have memories of the things that you did that made it happen. And it might even be your timeline that you see extending behind you. And you can turn around, glance back, and look at it, and you can see the meetings that you've attended, the masterminds that you've been in. And then what I want you to see are all these little points of light, these little dots on this timeline, in which what you see are all these moments, just little moments, but important moments nonetheless, of you consistently posting content online. And I mean, it's like 3 dots a week, extending really far back. See, it doesn't even matter exactly what they were. It's just that this is that timeline in which you've developed that habit of doing it consistently. In the same way that you brush your teeth, in the same way that you do certain things every single day, every week, without even thinking about them. Those things that have become a must. That you do those things first and all the other shit comes after that. This is now in your past. And that has contributed to this present reality that you're now experiencing in your mind, in which you have this house, in which you breathe the fresh air, in which you've been through these meetings, in which you've made X amount of money, which your mind can even begin to visualize and imagine now. It could even be a specific number that you just see on your phone, in your bank account, and you just think, yes, I've done this. And then not only that, see, because that's just the outcome. That's just the product of what you decided to do. See, the real things that you've done are influencing people, changing people's lives. The hugs, the thank yous, the nods, the tears, the smiles. And then some of that validation comes from those peers who you know are on equal footing with in so many ways that you never were before. That you walk into a room and you don't have a man crush on somebody, but you're as fucking equal and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, it's good to laugh, even when doing serious shit. See, I want you to imagine walking in a room with that dude and other people that are in that same vein. And I want you to imagine feeling like an equal, financially, emotionally, professionally. Like where they're looking to you for advice because they know you've got your shit together. That these people who are extremely successful want to work with you. See, because when you are teaching people to be motivated, to do things consistently, you're doing so now from a place of experience, having been there and having done that. See, it starts with you getting rid of all the bullshit excuses, all the rationalizations, all the justifications, all the little lies, all those things that made you giggle when you had to say them out loud. When you say goodbye to all that bullshit, and by the way, if you happen to see a certain politician pop into your mind, because if there's ever a voice inside of you that tries to slow you down or fuck things up or sabotage things, you're always going to see one of those people, and probably her. And the voice is always going to come from her. That's going to tell you, well, pick up the fucking vacuum, go do this simple crap, go play a video game, go watch another show. Hey, here's a distracting book, read this for a while. Because when you hear it in that voice, you don't respond to it. Or you respond in exactly the opposite way that you used to. Because all of this is coming from you. See, there was a time when you first learned to ride a motorcycle. And there is something wonderful about being out there in the fresh air. And yeah, driving by a piece, some roadkill and smelling it only makes you feel more alive in the moment. And then within seconds, the fresh air that resumes, even more precious. And when you feel that wind and the motion of the energy, and you see the road just passing by you, and you're aware that all of your focus and attention and energy has to be on what you're doing for survival. That there was a time when that was really, really hard to do, and now, after a while, it became more effortless. And so there is only a brief period of time in which doing this shit consistently is a bit strange and different and new. And then it's just another one of those things that you do without even thinking about it, without even questioning it. You do it because it's a must and not a maybe. And gone are the rationalizations and gone are the justifications. Because look, man, when you've jumped out of a fucking airplane, ridden a motorcycle, and done all those crazy things that you've done in your life, right? You know inside that you have qualities that many people do not. And you are not going to waste those qualities just hanging out in life and getting by. Not anymore. And so it just comes down to a decision that you make at a very deep level. Not to try or to hope or to wish or to give it your best shot or we'll see how it goes, but to fucking do it. There's a party that's been waiting for this opportunity for years, waiting for the sign, waiting for the moment when you'd finally make the decision. And so I just want you to take all the time that you need to make that decision. And only once it's been made, I would like for you to allow your unconscious mind to lift the index finger on your right hand just a little bit, only when that decision has been made 100%. Take all the time that you need to do that honestly. That's right. And an honest, unconscious movement. That's right. There it is. And now that that decision has been made, just relax and go twice as deep. And I want you to thank that part of yourself, your unconscious self, for now giving you permission to no longer wait around, no longer hold back, no longer play games, no longer bullshit yourself. You become incapable of that. It's now time for you to step into the full reality of who you've known that you were going to become, and to embrace all the challenges, all the uncertainty that is going to come your way, knowing that you can handle it, knowing that you're ready for it, that you were born for it. This is your destiny. It's who you were meant to be. Because the next time you open your eyes, you're going to do so as a new version of yourself. Something's going to feel a bit different. It's going to be in the way that you walk, the way that you stand, the way that you carry yourself, the positioning of your shoulders, your body posture. Because something at the deepest level imaginable has changed in a permanent way for you, and there's no going back. I want you to feel that difference, that shift in your body's energies. See, oftentimes I'll tell a client when to open their eyes and to awaken. But for you, I'm going to let that other part of you make that decision for you. That when the moment comes, you're just going to know the time is right, that all the important work has been done, all the integration has taken place. And you can even hear the sound of your own voice, the authoritative you, when you're working with other people. I want you to hear that same voice beginning to guide you out with exactly the language that you need to hear in order for this to remain with you in a permanent way for the rest of your fucking life. So allow that voice to awaken you only when that work has been done and only when all of that is completed. And take your time to do that honestly. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
Every time this guy shakes my hand, I feel like he's going to fucking break it. It's a strong dude. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Done?
You're good.